Welcome, everyone. I am truly honored to be here with you today, and I want to thank you for taking the time to listen to this important message. Our life is a journey filled with ups and downs, and along the way, we all encounter obstacles that challenge our strength, resilience, and determination. Today, we're going to talk about something that every single one of us has experienced: mistakes. We all make them. Sometimes it feels like they're insurmountable, like they define who we are or determine where we'll end up. But the truth is, mistakes are not the end. They are simply part of the process. It's not the mistakes we make that matter most. It's how we respond to them. The 8 mistakes I will share with you today are the ones that, if we allow them to, stop us in our tracks. But they don't have to. The power lies within us to overcome, learn, and grow stronger from each one. Life is full of challenges, and each of us faces a series of setbacks along the way. But the most important thing to remember is that mistakes, setbacks, and failures are not the end of the road. They're a part of the journey. They are the stepping stones that lead to greater things. However, what often happens is that we allow these mistakes to dictate our future. We let them stop us. We let them become the reason we don't move forward. But today I'm here to tell you, don't let your mistakes you. Learn from them, grow from them, and use them as fuel to keep pushing forward. There are 8 key mistakes that many people make, which can stop them from achieving their dreams and reaching their full potential. And these mistakes can make you feel stuck, frustrated, and unsure of your path. But I want you to understand something very important. These mistakes don't define you, and they certainly shouldn't stop you from moving forward. Instead, view them as lessons that can propel you toward your goals. The first mistake many people make is the fear of failure. We've all been there. The fear of not being good enough, the fear of not succeeding, the fear of falling short can be paralyzing. It's the voice in your head that says, "What if I fail?" And the reality is that we all fail at something somewhere along the way. It's not a matter of if, but when. But here's the truth. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every failure is a lesson, an opportunity to learn what works and what doesn't. Don't let the fear of failure stop you from trying. Instead, embrace the failures as necessary stepping stones. Each one teaches you something that will make you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the future. The second mistake people often make is not learning from their failures. The fear of failure is one thing, but not learning from it is another. And when you make a mistake, it's important to reflect on it, to ask yourself, what went wrong? What could I have done differently? What can I learn from this? Mistakes become truly valuable only when you take the time to learn from them. If you ignore your failures and don't analyze what happened, you are doomed to repeat the same mistakes over and over again. But when you take the time to reflect, you gain insight that can help you avoid making the same mistakes in the future. And mistakes are only mistakes if you don't learn from them. If you learn from them, they become lessons. The third mistake that often stops people is a lack of self-belief. We all have moments where we doubt ourselves, where we question whether we're capable of achieving our goals. But self-doubt is one of the most destructive things you can experience. It holds you back, keeps you stuck, and prevents you from taking the necessary risk to reach your potential. If you don't believe in yourself, it'll be much harder to move forward. But here's the thing, you are capable of far more than you realize. You have untapped potential waiting to be unlocked. Don't let your mistakes convince you that you're not good enough. Every successful person has faced self-doubt, but they pushed through it. They believed in themselves when no one else did. And that belief is what carried them to success. You must do the same. Trust in your abilities, even when things don't go according to plan. The fourth mistake is letting the opinions of others stop you. In this world, everyone has something to say. People will criticize you, doubt your abilities, about to steer you off course. But let me tell you something, people's opinions do not define your reality. Too many people stop pursuing their dreams because of what others think of them. They're afraid of judgment, afraid of looking foolish, afraid of being criticized. But what they don't realize is everyone has an opinion, and most of those opinions don't matter. The only opinion that truly matters is your own. Don't let the opinions of others dictate your actions. If you're on the right path, if you're doing what you believe is best for your life, don't let anyone's negativity hold you back. Keep moving forward no matter what anyone. The fifth mistake people make is giving up too soon. This is a common one, especially when things aren't going as planned. It's easy to feel defeated when things don't work out the way you thought they would. But here's the truth. Success is not a straight line. It's filled with ups and downs, twists and turns. The road to success is long and often difficult, but it's those who keep on, who refuse to give up, that eventually reach destination. It's easy to quit when things get tough, but that's when you need to dig in the hardest. Some of the greatest successes in history were born out of perseverance. The people who changed the world didn't give up after one failure, they kept going. And that's what you must do. If you want something bad enough, don't let your mistakes or the difficulties stop you. Keep pushing forward. The sixth mistake is expecting instant results. We live in an age of instant gratification. We want everything now: success, recognition, progress, results. But real success doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, effort, and patience. Mistakes are a natural part of the process, and they often teach you to slow down, to refine your approach, and to improve. If you expect to see results immediately, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. The process of growth, learning, and improving is gradual. Don't expect perfection right away. Instead, focus on progress. Even the smallest step forward is a step in the right direction. And remember, consistency is the key. Keep showing up, keep putting in the work, and the results will come, but they will take time. The seventh mistake people make is thinking they can do everything alone. We often see successful people on their own achieving great things, and we think that's how it's supposed to be. But the reality is that no one achieves success alone. Behind every successful person is a team of supporters, mentors, and collaborators. Don't be afraid to ask for help, to lean on others when you need support. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your own shoulders. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who can offer advice, who can help you navigate the tough times. No one knows everything, and we all need guidance along the way. So don't make the mistake of thinking you have to do it all by yourself. Find your tribe, your community, and lean on them when needed. Finally, the eighth mistake that can stop you is allowing the past to control your future. Many of us carry the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and failures. We think that because we've made mistakes before, we'll continue to make them. We think our past defines us, that we can't move beyond it, but the past does not have to dictate your future. Every day is a new opportunity to change, to grow, and to improve. You are not your mistakes. You're not your failures. You are the person who has learned from them, who has overcome them, and who is ready to move forward. Let go of the past and focus on the present. Use what you've learned to build a better future. Don't let the mistakes of yesterday hold you back from the possibilities of tomorrow. In conclusion, I want you to remember one thing: mistakes don't stop you unless you let them. Yes, they will happen. Yes, they will be difficult, but they do not have the power to define you or to stop you from achieving your dreams. Embrace your mistakes, learn from them, and use them as motivation to keep moving forward. The road to success is not easy, but it's worth it. Keep going, keep learning, and never let your mistakes stop you. You are capable of greatness, and your journey is just beginning. So go ahead, fail, learn, grow, and rise stronger than before. The world is waiting for you. Mistakes are part of the journey. Well, mistakes are an inevitable part of any journey toward success. They are not something to fear or avoid, but rather something to embrace. Every mistake provides an opportunity to learn, grow, and become better equipped to handle future challenges. In fact, without mistakes, we would never truly understand what works and what doesn't. They act as signposts, guiding us in the right direction, showing us what we need to change or improve upon. Every successful person has made mistakes along the way. It's the ability to keep going after making them that separates those who achieve greatness from those who give up. When you make a mistake, it can feel like a setback or failure, but it is actually just a part of the process. Imagine if you learned everything on the first try. How would you ever build the resilience, strength, and wisdom that come from overcoming challenges? And mistakes push you out of your comfort zone, forcing you to think critically, adapt, and find new ways of solving problems. And if everything were easy and smooth, there would be little room for personal growth. Mistakes keep you humble and remind you that no one is perfect. They teach you to be patient, persistent, and flexible in your approach. The journey toward success is rarely linear. There are bumps in the road, detours, and moments when things don't go as planned. But those moments, those mistakes are not the end. They are part of the process that prepares you for something bigger and better. So if you can, a mistake define you or stop you from moving forward. Instead, you need to use it as a catalyst for growth. The most successful people in the world have experienced failure, setbacks, but they didn't allow those moments to derail their progress. And they used those mistakes to fuel their determination and refine their strategies. Ultimately, mistakes shape who you become. They provide valuable lessons that you can't learn from success alone. Each mistake is a building block in your personal development. And it's through facing and overcoming them that you develop the resilience needed to keep pushing toward your goals. So don't fear mistakes, embrace them. They're not roadblocks, but rather vital components of your journey towards the concept. Keep moving forward, learn from every misstep, and remember that the greatest achievements often come after the toughest challenges. Fear of failure. Fear of failure is one of the most powerful and limiting emotions we can experience. It has the ability to hold us back, prevent us from taking risks, and stop us from pursuing our dreams. The fear of not succeeding often becomes greater than the desire to try in the first place, causing many to never even take that first step. This fear can paralyze us, making us question our abilities and doubting whether we're capable of achieving our goals. It creates an internal barrier that makes it seem safer to stay where we are, even if it means missing out on potential growth and opportunities. And the truth is, failure is not something to fear, but something to accept as part of the process. Failure is not the end of the road, but a necessary step towards success. Every successful person has failure at some point in their journey. It's through failure that we learn, adapt, and improve. When we're too afraid to fail, we miss out on the chance to learn from our mistakes. Failure teaches us valuable lessons about ourselves, about our strategies, and about how to approach our goals differently. Without failure, we wouldn't develop the resilience, determination, and grit needed to reach our true potential. And the fear of failure is often driven by the belief that we must always succeed or that failure is a reflection of our worth. And in reality, failure does not define who we are as individuals. It is simply a momentary setback. Our value is not based on our success or failure, but on our willingness to try, to persist, and to learn. It's important to change our mindset and see failure as a stepping stone, not a setback. When we embrace failure, we shift our focus from avoiding mistakes to embracing the opportunity for growth. This shift in perspective allows us to take risks, learn from our experiences, and ultimately achieve greater success. In the end, the fear of failure is often more harmful than the failure itself. When we allow fear to control us, we prevent ourselves from taking the actions needed to grow and improve. We hold ourselves back from opportunities that could lead to great success. The key is to stop fearing failure and start seeing it as a part of the journey. By changing our perception of failure and embracing it as a teacher, we can unlock our full potential and move forward with confidence, knowing that even when we fail to achieving our goals. Learn from mistakes. Learning from mistakes is one of the most powerful ways to grow, both personally and professionally. Where the mistakes are inevitable. And while it's easy to feel discouraged or frustrated making one, the key to progress is to use those experiences as opportunities for learning. Every mistake carries with it valuable information about what went wrong and why, and if we take the time to reflect on it, we can gain insights that will help us avoid similar errors in the future. Other than focusing on the failure itself, the focus should be on what can be learned from the situation. By doing so, we transform setbacks into stepping stones towards success. When we learn from our mistakes, we develop resilience. The more we experience and learn from failures, the better we become at navigating future challenges. Where mistakes offer us a chance to improve our decision-making, to refine our skills, and to better understand ourselves. And if we allow ourselves to look at mistakes with curiosity rather than shame, we can start to see them as a natural part of the learning process. Each mistake gives us a clearer understanding of what works and what doesn't. And with each new lesson, we become better equipped to move forward with greater confidence and wisdom. It's important to approach mistakes with a mindset of growth. When we view mistakes as failures rather than lessons, we can easily fall into the trap of discouragement and self-doubt. However, when we embrace the mindset that mistakes are opportunities for learning, we start to see each misstep as a valuable experience. It's not about avoiding mistakes entirely, but about understanding that they are a necessary part of reaching any goal worth pursuing. The true value of a mistake lies in the lessons it teaches us, the skills it helps us develop, and the resilience it builds within us. In the end, learning from mistakes is not just about improving our skills, but about transforming our mindset. And it's about moving from a fear of failure to an understanding that mistakes are essential for growth. By adopting this approach, we not only become more capable, but also more adaptable. We learn to handle adversity with grace and to keep moving forward, no matter what obstacles come our way. And if we allow ourselves to grow from our mistakes, we turn every failure into a chance to become a stronger, wiser, and more successful version of ourselves. Self-doubt is destructive. Self-doubt can be one of the most destructive forces in our lives. It undermines our confidence, prevents us from taking action, and keeps us stuck in a cycle of inaction and fear. When we doubt ourselves, we begin to question our abilities, talents, and worth, which leads to a paralyzing fear of failure. This constant questioning can make us hesitate when faced with opportunities, and instead of moving forward with confidence, we hold back, uncertain of whether we are capable of succeeding. Over time, self-doubt can erode our belief in ourselves and our dreams, making it even harder to take risks and make progress. The danger of self-doubt lies in how it distorts our perception of reality. It magnifies our weaknesses and minimizes our strengths. When we give in to self-doubt, we focus on what we perceive as our limitations rather than recognizing the skills and potential we possess. It causes us to overlook past successes and the evidence that we are more than capable of achieving great things. Self-doubt tricks us into thinking we are not good enough, that we don't deserve success, and that we should give up before even trying. This internal negativity holds us back from reaching our true potential and limits the opportunities available to us. Moreover, self-doubt often leads to indecision and a fear of making mistakes, which only perpetuates the cycle of action. And the more we doubt ourselves, the harder it becomes to take even the smallest steps toward our goals. This indecision becomes a roadblock, keeping us stuck in a place of uncertainty and preventing us from making progress. The longer we stay in this state of doubt, the more we convince ourselves that we are incapable of achieving what we set out to do. And this can lead to missed opportunities as we hesitate to seize them out of fear that we won't succeed. To overcome self-doubt, we must first recognize it for what it is: a mental barrier that prevents us from realizing our true potential. Instead of allowing it to control us, we must challenge the negative thoughts and replace them with affirmations of our capabilities. And we need to focus on our strengths, past accomplishments, and the progress we have made. By shifting our mindset from doubt to belief, we can break free from the paralyzing grip of self-doubt and begin to move forward with confidence. It's through action, perseverance, and self-belief that we can dismantle self-doubt and unleash the power within us to achieve great things. Ignore others' opinions. Ignoring others' opinions can be one of the most freeing decisions you can make in your personal and professional life. Everyone has their own perspectives, beliefs, and judgments beyond you, but those views are often shaped by their own experiences, fears, and limitations. When you base your actions and decisions on what others think, you risk losing sight of your own values, desires, and goals. People will always have something to say, and if these too close and too closely, you may begin to doubt your own instincts and direction. By ignoring their opinions, you take back the control and power over your own life, making choices that align with your true self rather than trying to please others. One of the dangers of caring too much about what others think is that it can lead to paralysis and indecision. If you constantly seek validation or approval, you may find yourself stuck trying to meet everyone's expectations but never feeling fulfilled. It's easy to get caught in a cycle of trying to make others happy, which ultimately leaves you unhappy and unfulfilled. The truth is, not everyone will understand or support your decisions, and that's okay. But your journey is yours to walk, and as long as you stay true to your vision and values, you will find the strength to move forward without seeking outside approval. Another reason to ignore others' opinions is that people often project their own insecurities or limitations onto others. When someone criticizes your path, it may not even be about you, it's more about their own fears, doubts, or inability to see beyond their own experiences. Instead of internalizing those negative opinions, recognize them for what they are, reflections of the person offering them, not the truth about you. By refusing to let others' judgments define you, you maintain the freedom to grow, learn, and evolve without the constant pressure of trying to meet other people's expectations. Ultimately, ignoring others' opinions is a key step in building self-confidence and self-reliance. When you stop giving power to outside voices, you begin to trust your own judgment and follow your own path with conviction. The more you prioritize your own beliefs, desires, and values, the more you will align with your true purpose. Not everyone will understand your choices, and that's perfectly fine. What matters is that you do. And as long as you stay authentic to who you are, you'll find that the opinions of others, they'll hold over you, and you gain the courage to live your life on your own terms. Perseverance is key. Perseverance is the foundation upon which success is built. Life is full of challenges, setbacks, and obstacles that can make the journey feel impossible at times. However, it's in those moments of adversity that perseverance becomes crucial. It's not the ability to avoid failure that leads to success, but the ability to persist through it. Every successful person has faced difficulties, but what sets them apart is their unwavering determination to keep going, even when things seem difficult and discouraging. Perseverance means staying focused on the end goal, no matter how many times you stumble or fall. One of the most important aspects of perseverance is the ability to stay committed to your vision, even when progress seems slow or the road ahead looks uncertain. When challenges arise, it can be easy to give up and believe that success is out of reach. However, true growth and achievement come from pushing through those moments of doubt and fatigue. It's in the moments when you feel like quitting that perseverance shows its true power. By continuing to push forward, you build resilience and strength that ultimately bring you closer to your goals. Perseverance is also about embracing failure as part of the process. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is a part of it. The most successful people are often those who have faced the most failure, but they didn't let those failures define them. Instead, they used each setback as an opportunity to learn, adjust, and improve. Perseverance means continuing to show up even when you feel like giving up. It's about learning from your mistakes, making adjustments, and continuing to move forward no matter how many obstacles stand in your way. In the end, perseverance is the key that unlocks the door to success. It's the quality that allows you to keep going. Everyone else has quit. It's the ability to face adversity, push through setbacks, and stay focused on your goals no matter how long it takes. Without perseverance, dreams remain just that, dreams. With perseverance, however, dreams can become reality. The journey may not always be easy, but with determination and resilience, you can overcome any challenge and achieve the success you desire. Patience is vital. Patience is a crucial element of success, as it allows us to navigate the unpredictable and often slow nature of personal growth. We live in a world that constantly encourages speed, instant gratification, and immediate results. However, true success rarely happens overnight. It takes time, effort, and consistent dedication. Patience teaches us to trust the process and understand that worthwhile achievements often require a long-term commitment. By practicing patience, we learn to embrace the journey, even when the destination seems far away or elusive. In many aspects of life, especially when striving for something meaningful, the path is not always smooth or predictable. Challenges, setbacks, and delays are inevitable. Patience helps us maintain our composure in the face of these difficulties. Instead of becoming frustrated or discouraged, we learn to remain calm, adapt to the situation, and continue working toward our goals. It allows us to approach problems with a clear mind, making thoughtful decisions instead of reacting impulsively. Patience gives us the emotional strength to endure and persevere, even when progress feels slow and uncertain. Patience also plays a significant role in building resilience. When we are patient, we become better equipped to handle the ups and downs that come with any journey. We develop the capacity to stay focused on the bigger picture, even when small obstacles seem overwhelming. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to our growth. By allowing ourselves the space to grow and evolve at our own pace, we avoid burnout and frustration. Patience fosters the mindset that growth is a process, and it's okay to take the time necessary to reach our full potential. Ultimately, patience is vital because it allows us to remain steady and focused while working toward our goals. It teaches us that success is not a race, but a journey, one that requires time, effort, and perseverance. When we cultivate patience, we empower ourselves to navigate life's challenges with grace and determination. Patience helps us understand that the best things often come to those who wait, not passively, but with active persistence, trust, and unwavering belief in the process. It is through patience that we build the strength and resilience needed to achieve lasting success. You don't have to do it alone. One of the most important realizations in life is that you don't have to do everything alone. While self-reliance is a valuable quality, we often face challenges that are too large to tackle by ourselves. Whether it's personal growth, achieving career goals, or navigating life's difficulties, having the support of others can make the journey more manageable. Embracing the fact that you don't have to do it alone opens the door to collaboration, learning, and the exchange of ideas. It allows you to lean on others for guidance, encouragement, insight when you feel overwhelmed or uncertain. Building a network of support doesn't make you weak or incapable. Rather, it highlights your strength in knowing when to ask for help. We all have unique skills and knowledge, but no one person possesses all the answers or abilities to succeed in every area. By working with others, you open yourself up to different perspectives, approaches, and solutions. Whether it's a mentor offering advice, a friend providing emotional support, or a colleague sharing expertise, collaboration can bring invaluable resources into your life, helping you overcome obstacles more efficiently and effectively. Another key benefit of not doing it alone is the emotional support that comes from shared experiences. Life can be challenging, like tough times. The weight of facing difficulties alone can feel unbearable. When we allow others to walk alongside us, it becomes easier to endure hardships. Connecting with people who understand your struggles or who have gone through similar experiences provides comfort, reassurance, and a sense of belonging. This emotional support helps you stay motivated and reminds you that you are not isolated in your journey. And no matter how challenging the road may seem, having someone by your side can make a world of difference. In the end, the idea that you don't have to do it alone is about realizing the power of community. Humans are social creatures, and we thrive in environments where we can collaborate, share, and grow together. By building strong relationships and reaching out for support when needed, we can achieve much more than we could ever accomplish alone. Life is not meant to be a solitary journey. It's about connecting with others, learning from each other, and lifting each other up along the way. Whether you seek help or offer help, it's through these connections that we become stronger and more resilient together. Let go of past mistakes. Letting go of past mistakes is essential for personal growth and moving forward in life. Holding on to past errors often keeps us trapped in a cycle of regret and self-blame, preventing us from embracing new opportunities. It's easy to become fixated on what we could have done differently or the consequences of our actions, but this focus on the past only hinders our progress. The truth is, everyone makes mistakes, and they're an inevitable part of life. What matters is how we learn from them and use those lessons to shape a better future. Letting go of past mistakes is about releasing the emotional burden they carry and freeing ourselves to move forward. The process of letting go involves shifting our mindset from one of regret to one of growth. Instead of dwelling on the mistakes we made, we must focus on what those experiences have taught us. Each mistake carries with it valuable lessons that can make us wiser and stronger. By reframing our past mistakes as opportunities for learning, we can begin to release the guilt and shame that often accompany them. This shift in perspective allows us to see that we are not defined by our past actions, but by how we choose to respond to them and grow from them. When we hold on to past mistakes, we often create unnecessary emotional baggage that weighs us down. This baggage can affect our present relationships, decision-making, and self-esteem. The longer we hold on to feelings of guilt, regret, or failure, the more they shape our view of ourselves and our future. Letting go of past mistakes means releasing the emotional hold these events have over us, allowing us to step into the present with a clear mind and a positive outlook. It means forgiving ourselves and accepting that we did the best we could with the knowledge and resources we had at the time. Ultimately, letting go of past mistakes is a form of self-compassion and empowerment. It allows us to move forward with a sense of freedom and confidence, knowing that we have learned from our experiences and are no longer bound by them. We all make mistakes, but we don't have to carry them with us forever. By releasing the past, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and give ourselves the space to grow into the person we are meant to be. Letting go is not forgetting, but choosing to live in the present, embracing the lessons from the past, and use them to create a better future. Mistakes don't define you. Mistakes don't define who you are as a person. Often, we allow a single misstep each to shape our identity, but doing so limits our potential and growth. Mistakes are part of the human experience. There are moments in time, not permanent labels. Each of us will make errors along our journey, but these mistakes are not the essence of who we are. And they're simply lessons, experiences that contribute to the overall process of becoming a better, stronger individual. And if we define ourselves by our mistakes, we risk losing sight of the bigger picture, our potential, our strengths, and our ability to change and improve. What defines us is not the mistake itself, but how we choose to respond to it. The way we handle setbacks, learn from them, and move forward determines our care and resilience. Life is full of challenges, and it's our ability to act and rise above them that truly defines us. And mistakes may provide temporary discomfort, but they are not an accurate reflection of our value or capability. Instead, our response to mistakes, whether we allow them to hold us back or use them to propel us forward, reveals who we really are and what we're made of. By believing that mistakes don't define us, we free ourselves from the constraints of guilt, shame, or self-doubt. Everyone, no matter how successful, has made mistakes along the way. What separates those who achieve their goals from those who don't is the onus on them to move past their mistakes and keep going. When we let go of the idea that we are defined by our failures, we give ourselves the freedom to try again, learn, and grow. Every time we make a mistake and build our resilience and strengthen our capacity to survive. Ultimately, mistakes are not a reflection of our worth or abilities. They are simply moments in time that offer valuable lesson. And what defines us is how we use those lessons to shape our future. Each mistake is an opportunity to improve, learn, and evolve. The true measure of who we are lies not in our past missteps, but in our determination to continue moving forward, to keep growing, and to keep striving for the best version of ourselves. We are not our mistakes. We are the actions we take to learn, grow, and become better. Failure is a learning opportunity. Failure is not the end of the road, but a stepping stone toward growth and success. In many cases, it is through failure that we learn the most valuable lessons. When things don't go as planned, it provides us with the chance to reflect on what went wrong, understand why it happened, and identify areas where we can improve. Failure forces us to face reality and confront our weaknesses, but it also provides us with the opportunity to become stronger and more capable. It is often in our lowest moments that we gain the clarity and wisdom necessary for future success. Rather than viewing failure as something to fear or avoid, we can choose to embrace it as an essential part of the learning process. Each failure teaches us something we didn't know before, whether it's a new skill, a deeper understanding of ourselves, or a better approach to the challenges we face. The most successful people aren't those who have never failed, but those who have invested and used those experiences to learn and grow. They see failure not as a setback, but as a lesson to be applied in future endeavors. Failure also fosters resilience and adaptability. It helps us develop the mental toughness to handle challenges without giving up. By seeing failure as a learning opportunity, we remove the emotional sting that often accompanies it and replace it with a determination to keep going. It teaches us that setbacks are not permanent, and every failure brings us one step closer to success. Instead of becoming discouraged or defeated, we learn to adapt, adjust our strategies, keep pushing forward with even more focus and clarity. In the end, failure is a necessary part of the journey towards success. It is a tool that helps us refine our approach and discover what works. By treating failure as a learning opportunity rather than a reflection of our worth, we empower ourselves to take risks, try new things, and step outside of our comfort zones. We learn to embrace failure as a vital part of the process, understanding that every mistake brings us closer to the person we are meant to become. Failure doesn't define us. How we respond to it and what we learn from it does. Focus on progress, not perfection. Focusing on progress instead of perfection is essential for maintaining motivation and moving forward in life. Perfection is often an unattainable standard that creates unnecessary pressure and sets us up for disappointment. No matter how hard we try, there will always be something to improve or change, making perfection a constantly moving target. Instead of aiming for an unrealistic ideal, we should focus on making continuous improvements, no matter how small. Progress is about taking consistent steps in the right direction, celebrating the journey and acknowledging how far we've come rather than obsessing over the end result. When we focus on progress, we shift our mindset from a place of self-criticism to one of growth and development. It's natural to want to do our best and reach high standards, but it's important to recognize that improvement is a gradual process. By setting realistic goals and measuring progress rather than perfection, we can appreciate the milestones we achieve along the way. This approach reduces feelings of frustration and burnout, allowing us to maintain a sense of accomplishment as we continue on our path. Progress, no matter how small, is still progress. Focusing on progress also helps us embrace failure as part of the process. Instead of viewing setbacks as signs of failure, we can see them as learning experiences that contribute to our growth. Every mistake, misstep, or challenge is an opportunity to gain new insights, adapt, and improve. Perfectionism often paralyzes us with fear of failure. But by shifting our focus to progress, we create space for experimentation, learning, and creativity. We give ourselves permission to fail forward, understanding that mistakes are not the end, but an important part of the journey towards success. Ultimately, focusing on progress, not perfection, allows us to experience more joy, fulfillment, and peace in our pursuits. It frees us from the unrealistic pressures of perfectionism and encourages us to value the incremental steps we take toward our goals. By celebrating progress instead of fixating on perfection, we stay motivated and inspired to keep moving forward. Life is a journey of growth, and progress is the true measure of success, not the unattainable perfection we may strive for. In conclusion, the journey to success and personal growth is shaped not by avoiding mistakes or seeking perfection, but by embracing the lessons that come from setbacks, failures, and challenges. Mistakes are inevitable, but they don't define us. They are simply stepping stones that lead us to greater wisdom and strength. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection, understanding that each small step forward is a victory in itself. Fear of failure, self-doubt, and the opinions of others can be powerful forces, but they should never stop us from pursuing our goals. Instead, we must remember that perseverance, patience, and a willingness to learn from our experiences are the true ingredients for lasting success. Let go of the past, as it holds no power of the person you are becoming. Trust that you don't have to walk this path alone. Seek support, collaborate, and learn from those around you. Each mistake is an opportunity to learn and grow, and every failure is a chance to get closer to your true potential. Success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of learning, adapting, and improving. So let go of the fear, the doubt, and the pressure of perfection. Focus on the progress you're making and trust in the process. Keep moving forward with resilience, and remember that every setback is just a lesson on the road to your success. Thank you for taking the time to read and reflect on these words. I hope they have inspired and motivated you to continue moving forward, embracing the journey with all its challenges and opportunities for growth. Remember, every step counts, and progress is what truly matters. Keep striving, keep learning, and never lose sight of the incredible potential within you. Goodbye for now, and may you continue to achieve all that you set out to accomplish. Stay focused, stay strong, and always believe in yourself until we meet again.